Somebody put on a Facebook page that Dumso is back. Moro, in all honesty, tell me, where in Ghana's law, tell me, how practical is it for you to arrest somebody because he put on his Facebook page that there is Dumso? I, as the deputy ranking member of my party in parliament, go to my Facebook page. I have written there that when I went to my village, there was light off. So I should be arrested for that.
I was for my money, I'm a crabber at Bagana and Sam TV. So, one more is like video, no best subscribe to the channel, no turn on notifications. Say, next time, videos of this nature about so submit to my cabinet, watch their wagging or comment section for them. Say, Mr. President, maybe whom you from Mr. President, I may also text me, Mr. President, or comment section, I may also who see I'm a TikTok and I pay Mr. President, I may also say, baby, agenda NPP. So, the money in your opposition. So we are trying our possible best. Maybe John and the same TV channel also. Yeah, they are what the new patriotic party and menu kono. Yeah, they are power 2028. Inshallah. Dr. Lad Mambo president. Now also the upper about be also selkebi. Na my kan kaya yi. You are John the money Muhammad the book at Neze Ebu idi. Yeah, me any am for the Messiah. Dr. Lad Mambo me amadi and as a few. Now, once again, me catch a gun and mabuni and I say, I'm man yourself near no. Eh daachinti na ya manyo se menye mprinti na ya manyo se de wo ye bia no wo ye no wadwo se inti daachi bia no would you be proud of decision I will make here in politics? We shouldn't forget say politics no ya ma utumi say fa bedi manfo nanim ya ma utumi say fa be ye wo yi it is all your software o ye ordinary Ghanaian we educationist, we medical doctor, we once I have more opportunity to serve public space, do it with due diligence, respect, and absolute clarity. And yes, be a home.
Somebody put on a Facebook page that Dumso is back. Moro, in all honesty, tell me, where in Ghana's law, tell me, how practical is it for you to arrest somebody because he put on his Facebook page that there is Dumso? I, as the deputy ranking member of my party in parliament, go to my Facebook page. I have written there that when I went to my village, there was light off. So I should be arrested for that. Is that not political persecution? Should I be arrested for that? Emoro, I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Should I be arrested for that? Because I put on my Facebook page that there is no shop.
I've asked this question, Collins. I've asked this question several times, and then the whole of this week, in fact, including last week, I've asked this question: are we able to really confirm that the basis for the arrest of David Esando, was because he said Dumso is back?
And they said
that would be very shameful.
Yes, and they said he put
totally unacceptable.
He said he put the president picture by it.
No. I really wondered if indeed that was the case.
But Collins knows that what he's saying is not the truth.
Uncle, what is the truth? Okay, Uncle, maybe you can help us.
Yes, I'll help you. You know, the image which he used on his Facebook is actually from a billboard produced by somebody.
Yes.
So all he did was to use the artwork, including the president's picture, and described, his slogan, Dumso is back. What I'm told, and challenge me if you think I'm wrong, is that the producer of that billboard, the person who did that artwork, reported to the police for theft of intellectual property.
Oh, God.
Okay.
You understand? How is that person president?
Yeah, that's why I've been asking.
That person is not president.
Yes, but that's why I'm asking. Yes, that's why I've been asking.
Property rights have been offended.
Yes, that's why I've been asking.
No, Moro, that's not it.
Can somebody be arrested just because the person said
that is not
Dumso is back?
Moro, that is not it.
Okay,
we were told that the person has been arrested because he put on his Facebook page that Dumso is back with the description or the picture of the president.
Yes,
guess what?
Yeah.
I am told.
Yeah.
That when the lawyers of David Esando went to the BNI, Kaukudi, and they asked the BNI officials, why have you arrested my client? You know what they told them? They said because he had written that Dumso was back.
Yes,
but
that's what they said to me.
That one is wrong.
And so that's what I'm talking about.
That's what me I've asked several times that indeed it's not the case.
More. If that is the case,
But that would be very strange.
Nobody can justify that.
You can't justify
But
that.
yesterday, only yesterday. Hold on. Only yesterday, I got to know that there's actually a complainant. There's a complainant.
So now when there's a civil matter and there's a complainant, is the BNI that arrests the citizen? When there's a complainant on a civil matter,
check first and see whether there's a complainant.
And there's a civil matter.
Theft.
A civil matter. Is it the BNI that arrests?
Obviously, even if there's a complainant, you would have expected the Ghana Police Service to move in, and not the BNI. I mean,
on this particular matter,
we need to get to the bottom of this.
On this
Even though I
particular
get explanation, but BNI, I mean, it's a bit of an
It's
overreach.
not my explanation.
No, what we're told
I am
is what I'm
not
talking
justifying
about.
what happened.
Yes.
I'm saying that if any citizen is arrested
Yes,
for saying that Dumso is back,
it's wrong.
it will be terrible.
Yes.
Because even if that is peddling false information, I would not think that it would have reached the threshold
Absolutely.
for arrest.
Absolutely.
So I would condemn it with all the vehemence.
But that's what-
Can I just conclude? What I'm saying is that yesterday I had information that his arrest was based on a citizen's complaint of theft of intellectual property. Check that first.
Fine, but why BNI?
Whatever. Is President Muhammad the head of
No,
the
I mean to stretch it to
President
say
Muhammad
no. That's
the person who instructed
that's just
arrest.
politics. But I'm saying that.
So if it is wrong, it is wrong.
Yes,
let's
that's
deal
wrong.
with it.
That's that point.
And it
We're on the
doesn't
same
matter.
page.
And it doesn't matter whether you are NDC or NPP.
Yes.
If something is wrong, it's wrong.
It's
Let's
wrong, it's
all
wrong.
condemn it.
And it is wrong. That's why we've seen a repetition of similar instances where people express themselves and they are arrested. They are taken. And that is why the NPP, feeling very, very aggrieved, petitioned the diplomatic corps. There's nothing embarrassing about it, Uncle Kwesi. That's the point I want to make. Because clearly, even now, you have agreed with me that this particular issue is very, very appalling.
Wa wo ton ade wa wo ye djuma no wa djuma betimi akọ nanim na wo oman no sorry no mo de pressure ato oman no so say oman e was so making sure say me ho atome every say Article 36 of the Constitution the aneka koka directive principle of state policy
about 30 years ago Greater Accra Regional Branch of Ghana Bar Association lawyers at Greater Accra they withdrew their services because the Supreme Court held one of their members in contempt for attacking the judiciary. They've done all of this in the past. Yet, by NPP for also, they are not common to see no evil, hear no evil, say no evil. If I think what they have done is unprincipled, and that they need to be called out. As see a man, no clear at that one, the B3ged, the way the Ghana Bar Association operates is not fair, it's not balanced. If they are a partisan association, so then there's no public expectation of them to perform any function beyond supporting the NPP. But there's no say, f0r, I can't send the and Tampana no be a thing. I can say any panel, I condemn no. But when it involves the NPP, no more to show they drag their feet. Okay, Obi, I told me as I know. That narrative announcing NPP before they back and trying to create the impression. Suddenly there's some abuse of freedoms and that the judiciary suddenly is in bed with the NDC. No, I didn't want to go back to recall these instances. But MPP, Martin, no Martin in our common. What did they not do to people who express themselves under MPP? Meno Kasesonim said, Bobi Ansa used to host program now, who hosted this year.
yes.
In 2021 or 2022, Bobi Ansa Koka said, the m3rcilessly, Mrs. Rebecca Kufado, and Vice President at the time, Stamia Baumia, Omakwaje Asasibu or Cantonments Sahano Moody Sidani. Because of that, Bobi Ansa was picked up and taken to court. Make us say the matter is still in court. The matter is still in court. Say. Tell me bongo ideas.
Me name no.
Abraham Tebi or what with that?
Sure.
Okay, can some. Or can't send the family, Mrs. Rebecca Kufado. They didn't take him to court. They kidnapped him for days. state security, they kidnapped him for days for saying something about the first lady at the time. Mensa Thompson, Okoka said, on my penima, at the presidential jet, a 2 coin. And then on my fan, Uncle Sonny Muchi, Uncle Shaban Kukum. And I could go on and on and on and on for the things that they did to people who express views in this country. How is it that suddenly, almost the same Mrana, then suddenly they are insulting and attacking judges? Were they not sentenced to 4 months imprisonment for abusing judges?
Yes.
For abusing judges. The owner of Radio Good at the time, Mr. Atuahwe, and now on the baby, he didn't even know who was appearing on his program that day. You buy one for a fine of 30,000 cities because of a several kind of radio stations. And yet, before no more say, Oklahoma say, Adia, court near any at the papa. Did they not jubilate over it? Among condemned those of us who insisted, say, the sentence was a bit excessive. Among condemned. It's no cranning and you can young people complain. Tell the question and other part. Me, I've told you, say, I don't believe to be cast some f0r that necessarily should lead to prosecution and after imprisonment, unless it breaches the peace and after it threatens the life of the individual concerned. But can the NPP say same? What is their position? Last week, was about my issue statement. Claiming, say, free speech is being criminalized. And I'm a Abra Nigeria, Obika Nigeria, once a more. Yachi Nipano, make us say, assembly court will be answered. What was Dr. Bamia's position? Sabi Oka, so, in all fairness and honesty, can you say, said them before, can a genuine? So, we need to be fair. But now, more journalists, I told you, I say, I said, by an NDC, not any NDC MPP, okay? I think no matter that, all complaining. Did you not file a case and within 2 hours, the full panel of the Supreme Court was assembled? That's a mediation in Ghana. Are there no cases? Aqua Quarter, we in the NDC have expressed reservations about them. And before still say it was right. So for as long as courts rule, there will be disagreements. But nobody can frontally disrespect a judge in the manner that Attorney Martin did. Ghana Bar Association, not too. Because there are people in society here, they have less responsibility. Who have been punished. Or he never ban or represent our XYZ TV. Or what can I say? Nana Akufo-Addo appointed Supreme Court to the NPP for. Kofredame cited him for contempt at the High Court. I mean, meet with you after 14 days, 2 weeks. Obi, I can't make a boy.
Yeah, but honorable, I mean, all the instances now, one manner. There were instances at the NDC that in opposition complained about, based on which the NDC promised to reset this country. Resetting, in my understanding, means you do something materially different from what you complained about. If you do the same things and I reset, now or justification is MPP for also that is some way. And
Obi, Attorney General Governor Damitayini, or you be a court, a prosecuting. President of Fedame, for saying anything against the judiciary. Says about power.
No, sir, Attorney General delegated power, so they become a police, and the police are prosecuting people.
Question. But you see,
yes,
a judge, the assembly, not the judge rules. President of the country, Attorney General, cannot say, said my judge and enforce it. William said, in a Abonye case, no, the prosecution actually opposed one of the denials of bail, felonies, and yet the judge went ahead to remand Abonye. So you must speak to that. So that it doesn't create the impression, say, the NPP before, no. There are instances also where members of the public have complained about what some have said about them. There's an instance of a journalist, or a BB, a former NCA board chairman, former NCA board chairman, on a member of this government went to complain